Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be building a QR code generator in Python. This is my first time ever doing this, so let's try and do this together. Okay, I basically know nothing, so time for some Chrome and Google. I'm in Firefox. Let's just search QR code Python and see what comes up. Oh wow, there's an actual library. Python. This. Let's get this library first, then we can do anything else. Okay, since we're on Linux, to do this we need to do break system packages. Oh, they already exist. Or you need to install this. Okay. The command line use the install Q. There's a QR script. Do I even have to make a generator? They already gave it to us. QR. PNG. Yep. Okay. There was no need to make okay, but still we're gonna make something a little bit better than this. Okay, or in Python use the make shortcut function. Oh, there's function too. Advanced usage. Aha, this looks like okay, so we import a QR code class, get a version, error correction, box size, a border. So I guess these two are like that thing that we see on the outside, the white part and whatnot. This is the stuff that's inside the QR code. Let's just fit parameter to the make function. There's nothing here. Make image. Okay. Let's try to run something like that first. Alright. So let's import QR code. Then we create a QR object from QR code dot Q code. Options that we put are version. I don't think it's gonna be anything like that. Version, error correction, QR. Okay. Error correction. QR code dot constants dot nothing. There's nothing on dot constants. Okay. So on dot constants we need to choose error correct underscore L. Error correct underscore L. That's it. Error correct underscore L. We do box size. This go 10. Then what was the last one? Border 4. And let's just copy this and we will alter the code ourselves to what we want. We're not gonna put some data here. Let's just put the not Google. Put GitHub. Right. Hopefully, I put the. Hopefully, I put the. Is that the link properly? Let's just check if this is actually. Yes, this is GitHub's link. So that's what should come up. So run this. Alright, we have to save the image. There was a part of this code up here, which is image.save some file.png. This is somewhat close to build, which I've never used in my life, telling you honestly. So while before this video, when I had this idea, I off camera installed something called qtqr. Basically allows you to, decode stuff like this. So we can just very quickly test this out and see. As we can see, if I click edit, there we go. This is our thing that we can copy, type in. So I downloaded this. Oh, that's it. So technically we would be done here, but I'm kind of interested to see what colors I can get. So if I leave the background white, it won't be so much fun. So let's invert this, and for some reason this is reminding me of, HTML. No, not HTML, CSS colors, like the name of CSS colors. As you can see, that works. I'm gonna try using the color codes instead. So for white would be FF, and for black, I don't know. 00000. Okay, right there. If this works. Okay, so these are HTML colors. That means we can use any hex code here. Now, all said and done, this is all very, this is basic usage. Let's try and make something of our own. Let's just class QR code generator. Okay. All right, so define main. Now let's just pass this. Give it self, and then what we can do here. Instead of pass, we can just run self dot main, and let's try this. Okay. So what we want is, first we want one of these classes, this QR things. What we can do is we can set up self dot QR is equal to QR code, and I'm just gonna copy whatever this stuff is from here on. Alright, that's our self.qr code. And now let's get data, and I'm just gonna input QR code information. We can see, we can just get the QR code as a string. is what it requires, and then we can get colors. So get colors as a string first. So just put this as str. Import qr code colors separated by space, and I think I don't know the spelling of separated. Yep, it seems I don't know the spelling of separated. Wow, let's fix that. Embarrassment. This is why I installed this extension. Now we can get the colors, not as a string. Get the colors not as a string but as a list. We colors string dot split separated with space. Since we again saw colors have to be a string, we get a string. And maybe for the people who don't know, this has to be in HTML. Or we can just put in HTML. Technically, in programs, we call hex color format HTML color format, but who knows? Whichever one someone knows, they'll like that. Now that we have the colors, who is we want to make. So what we do is we do self dot qr dot add. Oh no. First we're gonna do a try and accept. Error handling, my friends. So we're gonna try. Actually no, we don't need to try and accept. We'll just do if data is equal to, then what we wanna do is we want to raise a value stating that empty, and we want to check if actually we want to try this. No, what if it's just completely blank? Try this. Otherwise, what error do you get? Hold on. Initially, colors has to be an empty array. Initially, what error do you get if you fail a split? What error do get if str dot split fails in Python? What to accept? Value error. Alright, so now what we need to accept for the value error. My friends, that's why Google exists. Use it. Sometimes it helps. Now what we want to do is we want to, if we get a value error, we raise a custom value error instead of just letting the program hold itself. And we just say colors cannot be empty. I really don't know what happens if you give it a wrong color, so I'm not even gonna try. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do self this thing. So dot, and then instead of this string, what we're gonna do data dot strip string, because someone accidentally put some white space. I'm gonna leave that out. And keyword dot make fit true. In this case, it would be self dot true. I don't know what make fit does because I don't know. Just good. I don't know what self dot images type is. So figure that out later. Fill color. Aha, we need to do this. Fill. Oh, wait, right. We can't do that. Do fill color space back color. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, and then let's just do that. We're just gonna do colors index 0. Let's just do colors index 1, and then we're just gonna do image dot save. QR code or PNG. Here we go. Let's just make QR gen and then custom code QR code. I don't know how that's gonna work by the way. Let's do QR code information. https:// youtube.com this time. Let's do YouTube red and white. Red is FF0000. White is FF. Oh, QR code generator has no attribute QR. This is an error, my friend. Has no attribute QR. I think you have to pass in this QR code class separately. So I'll just give it QR here. Copy this. Actually, we don't need to copy this. Just equal to QR. After that, just give it of type QR code dot Q code. That's what it is, right? Yeah. That's what the type we're giving it. So now we just copy this QR thingy here. I don't know if this is how it works, but I think it can't be inside the class. New error. Right. QR. What was it? QR code. https://youtube.com hash ff0000 hash ff. Line 34. Add data. This is a nice error. Okay, how about we just not do this in a class then? That makes a lot of sense. If not functioning outside class, then we just don't use a class. Simple. If it doesn't work inside of a class, just not use a class. That indentation thingy. And we forgot to call the main function. If not functioning in class, we not use class. Simple. https slash youtube.com hash ff0000 hash ff. We should have gotten the QR code of PNG. Let's just use qt QR code to read QR code from our QR code generator. And youtube.com. Now, my friends, is how to make a QR code generator. And screw up the first 2 times, then screw up the next few times, and then after screwing up that many times, just do this again. Okay, this was fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, because damn friends, this was actually really fun. Well then, thanks for accompanying me on this journey. If you enjoyed, then, well, you're welcome. I hope to see you again in the next few videos, which there will be to come. So, if you want any similar content or different kind of content, please put it in the comments. If you found this way of not knowing anything and making a YouTube video about it entertaining, then you can, I don't know, like the video, and I'll know that you like this type of content. I'll create some more of it. So yeah, well, thank you for watching this fun thing for me. There might be a few updates to the source code that I'll put on GitHub later, so yeah. But aside from that, I think this was fun. So well, thank you for watching. Bye bye.